What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to yet another video. In today's video, I have your midweek SPY and QQQ technical analysis. This video is going to be very important and could set the tone for the remainder of the week. So real quick, before we hop into the video, as always, if you guys do find value, make sure to smash that like button as well as clicking that subscribe and that bell icon. It would mean the absolute world to me. But without further ado, let's hop into the video. And then real quick, if you did not see yesterday's video on my main channel, Brandon Trades, I uploaded an entire 1-hour video on how to use Fibonacci for your trading using exactly what I taught in yesterday's video. My man JMG was able to make $196 on his $500 account using the exact strategies laid out in yesterday's video. So make sure you guys do go watch that once you're done with this video. That link will be down in the description. Alrighty, so hopping into the analysis on SPY and QQQ. As you guys saw today, we had a pretty large move to the upside. And remember, we've been talking about this squeeze for a while. So I think it finally could come into play, and I think the squeeze could finally start firing. So the very first thing that I do want to look at is going to be SPY, but what's going to be very important is going to be QQQ. So we're going to come back to those levels here in a little bit. But if we're looking at SPY on the daily time frame, we are holding structure with that daily 21 and 34 EMA. Buyers bought price up here, and then even today. And the thing I think the market was waiting on was the debt ceiling news. So if you guys didn't see today, we did have Biden come out and pretty much say that the US is not going to default and that all other countries are on board. Now, that wasn't an official answer quite yet, but it did give the market what it needed to have a nice rally to the upside today. So I'm still going to be watching this daily 21 and 34 EMA with this squeeze right here. Ideally would like to see a pullback maybe tomorrow, maybe Friday, back and retest of that 21 and 34 EMA. I am still looking for a swing trade. However, wasn't really liking entries yesterday. I will say if I am going to trade this SPY squeeze, I would actually prefer to go for VTI. So this is one of the top stocks that I have on watch for a swing right now. So instead of spending like $800, $900 on a contract that expires a month out on SPY, we could spend around $150 to $190 on VTI, and they pretty much move the exact same. So going to be watching VTI for the swing, but with SPY, what I'm going to be watching for the remainder of the week is we either sit here and still consolidate against this 21 and 34 EMA. As long as we continue to hold above this area, I'm still going to be bullish, and if the squeeze fires up, there is a good chance that we come back up and we retest these highs up here at this 418.30. Now, if we zoom out to the weekly time frame, if you guys watch Saturday's video on my SPY and QQQ analysis, you know that we have this Fibonacci retracement right here. That 61.8 has been a massive area. But then if price is able to break above 418.3 to 418.5, I have no good rejects until price gets all the way up into 430. Now, if we go to the daily time frame, there is a tiny little gap that the market could fill from this point right here to this point right here. So from around 420, which is going to be psychological resistance, plus that gap fill entry, up to 421.22 is where that gap could be filled. Again, what I'm going to be looking for the remainder of the week is price to hold these two areas. If the squeeze does fire up on SPY, I will be looking for us to come back up and test this high, 420, and then 421.22. Now, I do want to also take a look at ES, because ES, it's going to be pretty much the same exact analysis. So if we take a look at ES, same thing, holding that daily 21 and 34 EMA. Squeeze is looking amazing. Looking for the squeeze to fire up and take us up into this 42.06 to 42.08. But if price is able to break above 42.08 this week, I'm going to be looking for a further continuation. Zooming out to the weekly time frame, take pivot high, pivot low. You can see that that's where that 61.8% retracement has been. This is why it's very important to do your analysis on the futures as well as SPY and QQQ. So if price is able to clear 42.08, I see nothing on ES as far as rejects until 4,300 to 43.10. And then if we go to the daily time frame, I mean, the only thing that we really have on the daily is this daily supply all the way up here at 42.79. So it's pretty much a straight shot after 42.10 all the way up into 42.80. Remainder of the week, I'll be looking for pullbacks and price to hold that daily 21 and 34 EMA. If we get a daily close below the 21 and 34 EMA, I think we'll pull back and retest this double bottom right here. But other than that, ideally do want to see the continuation. Now, like I said, QQQ is going to be very important because QQQ has been moving without SPY. SPY is still range bound. QQQ and NASDAQ are pushing to the upside. So they're getting a little overextended. That daily squeeze did fire up. So QQQ and NQ are getting very close to this high point right here at this 13,740. Plus it is trading right at that weekly 50% retracement. So if we zoom out to the weekly time frame, taking the all-time high all the way down to last year's low, you can see we had the 50% retracement right here. There's no other good fibs for a reject, so this is the only one I'm watching. Maybe we close below it today, but what's going to be really important is how we close on the weekly time frame. If we close on the weekly below this area, then we might actually get that pullback. But if price is able to clear that 13,740, I will be looking for the push into 14,000, just psychological resistance. But then other than that, I don't think QQQ really doesn't have anything. So maybe we double top right up here and then we start pulling back, or we get the weekly candle close below that 50% retracement. So that is what I am going to be watching on NQ. And then finally, QQQ. Again, same thing. It's been having that nice push. SPY has stayed stagnant. It's trading right at that 50% retracement. Right now, that 331.50 came up, tapped it. Do we close above it? Do we close below it today? That's what's going to be important going into tomorrow and potentially for the rest of the week. But if price starts pulling back, say this were to be the high right here, we do have a nice low point to high point right there that we can use for the Fibonacci retracements. Again, if you guys haven't seen the Fibonacci retracements, make sure you guys go and watch that. As far as the 4 hour, we have multiple ones that we could use as well. Here to here, here to here, here to here, and even here to here. So it all depends on where we find that top point. But if we start breaking above that 331.71 on QQQ, the next stop is going to be up here at that 334.42 all the way up into 335. And after that, I mean, I don't really have much resistance. It's going to be very interesting to see how one, the market closes today, and two, how the market closes on the week. So right now, the main level that we want to keep an eye on QQQ is this 331.50. But that is going to wrap up today's video on my midweek SPY and QQQ market update. So as always, if you guys did find value in this video, make sure to smash that like button as well as clicking that subscribe and that bell icon. It would mean the absolute world to me. Everybody have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.